Hi, my name's Michelle and today is day one of my Raw in Motion journey. And I wasn't going to post a video today because I have attempted numerous times over the past few years to change my life. And I really thought I needed to have everything sorted. I needed to be in a different place. My kitchen that's currently not finished after 14 months, I thought that had to be finished. I thought this room that I'm in, which is my living room, I'm practically living in here at the moment, I really thought that had to be polished and that I had to have already got to my destination. And you know what? I thought, it's time, I'm ready. And this is for me, for accountability, and for you, if you feel you want to join me. I really love that. And why now? Because I have reached my threshold. I have attempted so many times, despite the chaos that I'm living in. I've had no kitchen, as I said, for 14 months because I had a small extension built and I'm still in limbo. The units are there. There's just no electricity in the kitchen end for me to use any of the plug sockets, and there's numerous other faults that need to be addressed. However, I decided that I was starting now, today. And why? Because last year I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which is a real frightening thing to receive. And I'm currently not on any medication because I asked to take control of it myself and I haven't done a very good job. And I do put some of that down to the fact of my living conditions. And I'm going to do something about it. And my nurse practitioner, I meet her again in August and I want to go and see her and be in a completely different frame of mind, body, health status. The other thing that happened recently, one of my sisters said to me that she was worried I was just going to drop dead. That's quite a sobering thought to hear. And living in this body that is morbidly obese and has slowly got bigger over the past couple of years is frightening because I haven't always been this way. The other element is that I have other medical conditions. I've got urticaria, which at the bottom of my head, which causes me to react. If I'm stressed, it gets very itchy. I've had stress, grief, injury. I broke my ankle in the last few years, which caused me to be less mobile for a long time. And I have numerous other things. I've got IBS, I've got diverticulitis, I've got a sliding hernia. But the biggest thing is the morbidly obese, living with obesity. It's not something I chose to do, and I believe that everyone has a story. And if you follow me on my journey, I will unfold that story and share it with you. And I hope that if you're feeling like I have, ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, afraid, unwell, low mood, low energy, sad, then I hope that you will find that you have an ally in myself. And please ask any questions, share your story. I will read every one. This Raw in Motion journey is going to be looking at my raw living. What does that look like? So raw food and not cooking. I don't mean any animal products. Food that is not heat treated. And for the first 28 days, starting today, I'm going to be having watermelon in any form, as in chopped up, juiced. I could even make it into a slushy. I heard someone doing that. And I'm also be drinking coconut water and lemon tea or herbal tea. And that's it for 28 days. And the reason I'm doing that is to reset this body and to get myself into the discipline of keeping things simple. Now, in the past, I've done, I think it was 140 days of raw. And my intention is when I finish the 28 days of watermelon is to return to raw. And I'll share my progress from beginning to end. Another element of this whole process is to share my honest daily reflections with you. That's why I decided just to start in this living room. It's not pristine. I'm not pristine. I'm not where I want to be. But this is the truth. This is where I am. And if it helps you, then I'll be happy, because it's definitely going to be helping me. It's keeping me, as I said, accountable. It's giving me somewhere to document my story, my journey, and share it with you. My intention for this whole process is to release 10 stone in weight. That's 140 pounds. And I'm not rushing to do that. That's just part of this armour. I call it armour. And again, I'll share with you as my journey unfolds why I refer to it as armour. I want a body that moves freely. Having been a professional dancer, an aerobics instructor, a personal trainer in the past, my body struggles to move at this moment. I am still teaching a private fitness class at the moment. And to give you some indication of how that's changed in the past 10 years, at one time I was teaching 11 classes. I'm only teaching 1. And the best of times, I do get on mini trampolines with my clients. However, in recent times, I've been more prone to staying on the floor and doing it from the floor, which doesn't make me feel good about myself or my body. I love to dance. I love to move. I love that feeling of being fit. Now, I know not everyone has had that experience. I have had the experience of extreme fitness. Again, in my younger years, I taught 25 aerobic classes a week, and I absolutely loved it, and I was at peak fitness. This is not my heaviest. I was heavier in February, and had started some process towards my health then, and things with my build escalated and distracted me and detracted me from my what I was doing, basically. And I'm not going to allow that to happen now. This is it. Hence why I'm here and recording and documenting my journey. What else? I want to live freely and fully, and I really would like to live my life in a way that reflects my soul's work and purpose, whatever that looks like. And I look forward to that, and I'm excited by that. So if you've got any questions that you want to ask me about my journey, then please don't hesitate to ask. I will be here on a daily basis. I'm going to capture, even if it's for a short time, just to share what's been happening. So today I started with the watermelon, and I've had 2 small watermelons and just had them chopped them up and ate them as they, in small chunks. I've also drank some 100% coconut water, and probably have a slice of lemon in some hot water before going to bed. And that will be me for today. And if the weather's not quite as bad as it was earlier, I may go for a walk round the block. And that's what I'm going to start with, just walking. And my intention is that by day 4, I'll be going to the gym again. I like to do weightlifting and walking, and that's what I'll do. And I'll follow a regime so that I'm got a clear routine and commitment to that as well, so that I can progress incrementally from there. I'll share all of that with you though, and all the good, the bad and the ugly. So in terms of yourself, I invite you to join me. Have you got a day 1? Would you like to have a day 1? Don't hesitate to share. It's not too late. You're not too late. And I welcome you beside me on this adventure. This, for me, is now or never. Thank you for watching. And if you want to know any more about me and my journey, I will always answer your questions. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.